How you guys doing today? Today I got something special from OnePlus here to unbox. It's their pop-up device. It's obviously the OnePlus 8T. Just a quick background. There was a time when the budget flagship killer was a popular thing. We had the Nexus line. We had, starting at $399 to $499. You had the ZTE Axons. All these phones were coming out at reasonable prices with awesome specs. As time went on, we saw Apple with the i4X kind of creep up in their prices. So they went from, well, Apple's always been kind of expensive, but that was the first $1,000+ phone. Ever since then, you see certain companies leading that charge. OnePlus was never one of those companies to begin with. They had the mantra of never settle, and this red box obviously screams their personality. Over time, though, those prices have increased to flagship level prices with the 7 Pro and even this in the 8 Pro, which is a similar series of this. They're starting to creep up. But what's interesting is now with the economy kind of struggling, people not making as much money, companies are starting to look back. So we've got the Samsung S20 Series. Now they have the Fan Edition starting at $699 with, certain level flagship specs, but they're cutting out other things to get to that price. You have the Pixel 5 series, which is a 765. It's an upper mid-range processor, but it's got all the other things you would want. With some caveats, obviously they make it to a $699 price. Other companies, such as OnePlus, like here, they have the Nord device. So a lot of companies are trying to, try to give you a somewhat of a flagship experience, but downplaying the price by cutting out certain things. Sometimes it's waterproofing, sometimes it's wireless charging, sometimes it's less RAM, sometimes it's just a cheaper processor. What's interesting about this device is this is the sequel to the 8. So it's going to have an 865 processor, at least I believe it does. This is the US version, so it's only going to come with 12 gig of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. It's going to have a 4 camera, I believe, sensors in the back. There's a 48 megapixel and some other things in there. But it eliminates wireless charging. It eliminates official IP rating. But what OnePlus does well is they have great accessories. They have great customer service and great following. So with that being said, let's get this open here. So this is the OnePlus 8T pop-up unboxing. I mean, I love the box. I wish it was the press release one, but still, big box, nice and bright red. So in the box, we've got a hashtag Team Speed. That's more for me. But what this box comes with is right here. You see the device. This is the 8T, and we'll get to that in a second. But they also include this interesting case. Now, like I said, they are really interesting and really good at including really cool accessories. So they always come with the red cable, the red charging cable, fast charging brick, all that stuff. But their cases are usually like sandstone or common colors, but this one's interesting. This is a quantum bumper case, Cyborg Cyan. And I don't know if you can see this on camera, probably not. The lighting's not the best, but it's like a 3D print, so it's kind of looks like you're looking into the back of an actual phone. That's gonna be a real interesting case to put on it once I get it open. Another thing that they include, which I think that's about it. Well, there's something else in here too, maybe. Nope, that's about it. They include not the most recent one they just released. They did release some new earbuds with in-ear tips. This is just a free ear, kind of like your AirPods. The OnePlus Buds. I haven't tried them, so that should be interesting, but all this together kind of flows. Something interesting about these, I don't know if you guys know that, but there was a weird thing with the United States where a bunch of these came in, and the US thought they were counterfeit AirPods, so they actually confiscated a bunch of these. But like I said, looking at it now, you can tell they're not, but to the average consumer, if you didn't know what the thing was, if you just saw this, you might believe it's an Apple product, because like I said, a lot of people kind of copy those. So that's that. Let's move on here. Alright, so we have the phone, but before actually, let's open the AirPods. These AirPods, or these AirPods. Here I am calling them AirPods. OnePlus Buds. So we'll just do this real quick. I'm not really a big reviewer of audio products, although there's a few headphones and products coming out that I'd like to test out. It'll be coming to the channel soon, and you guys will get to see that from me. Probably some ones you've never really heard of. Alright, here those are. So we're going to open these up. Easy to use, good sound quality, environmental noise cancellation, and 30-hour endurance with warp charge. So again, these have the warp charges. They're pretty common for it. I heard there's some noise activate or cancellation, but how good that is, I don't know. I wouldn't peel this off, but it looks like this. There you go. So here they got some power. So here they are. So yeah, they just kind of sit in your ear, and I'm not going to show you in my ear, but I'm gonna stick them in right now and see. Ooh, yeah, they fit pretty nice. Kind of excited to see what they sound like. So set your music free. Let's see what else you got in here. Probably just your charger. Yeah, just a real short charging cable. That's about it. So that's your part of the buds that came in this little unboxing. Put that all back. So I'm gonna guess they kind of charge when you put them back. Yep, they charge and you throw them back in there. USB Type C. Alright. Let's get this case open. I'm really excited for this case, even though I don't have the phone open yet. Watch me cut my fingers off with this knife. Okay, so here's the case. Now, let me tell you one thing. I'm a big fan of this basic case, clear. Man, that's got some. That's pretty hard, and that is a 3D effect. That's really neat. I like that. So the phone's gonna feel like this. So put that off to the side again. I'm gonna leave it out because I'm probably gonna throw the phone in there. Alright, let's move that out right here. This is an awfully, oh, look at that. I don't even have to use the scissors. Perfect. I like when they make life easy for you. There you go. So here it is, you guys. This is the OnePlus 8T. So this is the 12 gigabyte 256 aquamarine color. Okay. Let's see if I can get this out here. We're going. Alright, so there we go. So in typical OnePlus fashion, you got your invitation letter, which I've seen this already. It's pretty interesting. You open it up, your SIM ejection tool, and the letter is actually right here. Just says the fact that you're reading this proves that you're looking for something different, something more. The OnePlus 8T is more than a phone, it's an invitation to join a movement of rebels who ask, can I do better? Instead of, is this good enough? The OnePlus 8T is more than a phone, it's a challenge to always push past your own limits and redefine your ideas of success. Our never settle philosophy forces us to work on our failings instead of celebrating our achievements. It's an idea that has rallied a global community of millions, and now the community welcomes you. We can't wait to speak with you. Find us on the community app on your new OnePlus 8T. Never settle. It's kind of neat they included on there. You know, you got your typical books. Oh, and we got our stickers, which I sometimes keep. Put them on my my locker. I have a school locker in my office where I keep a lot of my cool stuff. So nice. This is going to be the phone, and this is what I'm talking about. You get your typical red USB Type C. These are beautiful cables. I love these things. And this is another thing that they've increased on. Now there's no wireless charging, and in this day and age it's kind of weird not to have it, but they include a 65-watt charger, which I don't have to tell you much. It don't take long to charge with that. So that's a trade-off you'll take. Let's open this. And there it is, you guys. Look at that. It's a nice color. I'm gonna go ahead and take that little sticker off there. Now, there it is. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing I'm kind of upset with this OnePlus, and they're too typical of doing, it's like they wonder if there was many sensors in here just to make it look like it's got more than one, but you got dual flashes, which in my opinion, I never use a flash, but 2 is way too many. You got your main, your wide angle, but it's got these extra sensors, which is a black and white or a monochrome, which I assume helps with light intake, and then a 5 megapixel macro. I love macro photography, but like in the OnePlus 7T, why couldn't they just use the wide angle for that? Needless to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to turn this on real quick. See if we have any juice. It's just got a pre-installed screen protector. Oh, please feel a click. So while it sets up and turns on, let's kind of throw this case on there and see how that feels. Wow. Okay, so there it is with the case on it. And there's your typical boot up screen. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments of this phone. Would you rather have this, the Pixel 5, the Samsung Galaxy 20 FE? I've had many of these. I had the 8 Pro, and honestly the cameras were pretty decent. I had no problems. Now these are going to be a little different, but it's still going to be interesting to see how this is. You guys can go on YouTube and find probably multiple videos of this. I haven't done too much of that, but like I said, leave some comments, share this video, hit the bell notification icon, subscribe, and ask me any questions you want. Maybe I can get back to you with those. Thanks for watching.